Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Bishop, the Tier 5 British SPG. This one is located on the westbourne of Airfield, and it's under the command of hossballs. Yes, you've seen that gun before. That howitzer, 4.5-inch howitzer, capable of 450 alpha, 28mm of pen, and a standard reload of 12.37, which hossballs has got down to 10.08. Well, it's been a few days since we featured a replay with hossballs in, and he sent us in another replay, so we might as well go ahead. Now, as you know, the Bishop didn't make many of them. We only made 149 in total, mainly because it was a short-term Arty designed for temporary use until, of course, they could get the Sexton built. Now, the real Bishops were armed with a 25-pounder gun. This one's got the 4.5-inch howitzer, though, in the game. And it's the same one on the... Oh, my God! He just nuked that looks and then got some damage assist. Yes, it's the same howitzer you'll find on the FB304 and also on the Crusader 5.5 as the stock gun. He just smacked a 14 TP. I didn't get the follow-up shell though, only 234 from the first shot. But oh my God, that's such a lot of damage with just one round. Rounds out and whatever's on that corner, and he hit it. I think it was a Chinese tank, or it may have been one of the new Japanese, I don't know. Actually, it was a Churchill 3. Anyway, down by the water, the south side, we've got a VK3001H, which, as you know, is the 30-ton tank, the first one that Henschel came up with. Oh, nuked. He just nuked the T28. T28's got such thin armor. His shells went straight through. Going for the VK. Okay, gets another hit, 145. He's approaching 1,000 hit points of damage, and the game hasn't been going very long. Rounds out. Another hit, 129. He's just under 1,000 hit points now, just 10 hit points under. Next shot will take him over, but he doesn't get the VK. That goes down instead to the T6 medium. Now, from this position, you can actually shoot some of the enemy tanks that are trying to hide behind that corner, so it's actually quite a good position. Although, if you use it too much, you might actually come a cropper. He fires around at the Churchill, just misses. It landed in front of him, and I think that scared him. But we're going to be able to fire another one momentarily whilst he's focused on our tanks. And oh, he got another kill. That's 2 kills now. Yeah, it hit the engine deck of that Churchill, so that was the end of him. But we've got a red line at the moment because the pinnacle that's directly in front of us is actually blocking the shot. Yeah, and he actually hits the pinnacle instead. That's the problem with some of these positions. There are rocks which are designed, they're placed in the game specifically to try and stop you from getting shots like that. But then he gets the Panzer T25, hits him for 137. He's well over 1,000 now, 1,000, nearly 1,300. Fires another one in, but unfortunately he doesn't get a hit with that one. Oh! But the Panzer T25 just got decapitated by a KV-1, and now he's aiming for the 60G. Long range shot, but it could hit. It does. 157. This is what 3 marks of excellence on the barrel does to your tank. You get shots like this where you get incredible damage at long range. 185. Next shot could take down this 60 GFT, and I think he knows it. That's why he's moving. Rounds out. Well, he looked away, and it would have been a pity if that had been a kill shot. But let's see if he can do it with this one. Trying to work out where he's going. He's using that wreck for cover. So I'd work on that basis there. That's it. Oh, he went over. And yes, I just managed to catch the kill shot. Yes, I know. He always looks away. And I think it's a psychological thing, actually. I come to the conclusion that sometimes he just doesn't want to see the enemy tank wiped out. But anyway, he's dialing in on an M10, going for the cockpit. Will he get it? Oh, he does. Penetrating shot, 377. That's his 4th kill of the game. He is very, very, very effective on this one. Well, he's gone into his usual aim and drive at the same time mode, as you can see. There's no stopping him when he does this. He's actually looking through the aim whilst he's driving, which is a bit dangerous because, of course, you could get somebody creep up on you. I'm having to control the view to try and see what he's seeing. Okay, that's what he's seeing at the moment. He's standing back and looking at it in third person. Just saw the tracer coming up from an enemy Arty. And as we revolve around him, I think actually, I'm not sure he's actually intending to look behind him. I think that's me, really. Okay, we can see somebody off to his left. Yes, the computer doesn't want me to see exactly what he's seeing, and that's why it keeps revolving the view. Well, we will see that again because he managed to get a kill on Sav M43 whilst he was climbing that hill. Let's see what he was watching at the time. Okay, he's going up the hill. He sees them on the rise. There we go, just outside range. He's a very low hit point Sav. Fires the round in, looks back, and there you go, he got the kill. And now he's trying to get it within range to get this Stug by Aslains B. Just lost our Sav, but this Stug is about to suffer a big hit if he gets... Yes, he does, and he gets a fire. He's on fire. He doesn't have a fire extinguisher, and the kill shot actually comes in from our M10 RBFM. So, denied the top gun there. If that M10 had not shot him in the rear, then he would have got not only an arsonist, he would have got a top gun. But he's still got time. There's still a few more enemy tanks to go. In fact, there's only 2 left to go now. Sav, it's an SAU-40 there. He's trying to hit long range. He does get a hit. Direct hit for 179. I love that sizzle sound when you know you get a direct hit. And now he's got a Fifi. Rounds out. He's gone down. The Fifi's gone and the SAU's gone. So it's only 5 kills for hossballs, but it's still a damn good game. Here's the end of battle stats. That was an ace tanker game for hossballs in the Bishop. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He ended up with 5, just 1 short for getting a top gun because the M10 RBFM kill-stealed that Stug dry just as he was burning up. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 24 in this one. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And on top of that, he got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And his win rate was 11,618. Nobody can say that hossballs doesn't love the Bishop or that he isn't really good in this little Arty. Let's have a look at team score. Highest damage was 2,752 hit points. The second highest damage went to the Panzerfunktier, the premium tank, which actually has a Panzerfunktier turret on a Panther hull. And he managed to get 2,688 hit points. So it was very close, actually. And when it came to third place, it was the M10 RBFM on the enemy team. That's the one he nuked. By firing the round in, it just went straight through and blew him up with 1 shot. When it came to kills, again, it's hossballs with 5, but the second place is actually shared between the Panzerfunktier and the M10 RBFM on the enemy team. Both had 4 kills. 3 kills went to the M10 on our team, who kill-stealed, and of course, the Fifi on the enemy team had 3 kills. When it came to base XP, it's the Panzerfunktier who managed to get the most. I think that's because he was spotting. Only a little spotting. Bit odd that. He managed to get less hit points in damage, but he still managed to get a higher base XP. Well, I suppose that might be down to the tanks he was aiming at, actually. He got 1,499, whereas hossballs got 1,034, and they were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 base in that game, with the next highest scorer being the Stug 4, who managed only 593. Would you believe it? He fired 22 rounds, a high-scoring game, 14 direct hits on the enemy, 2 penetrating shots, 14 splash, damage of 2,752 hit points, of which 2,582 were at more than 300 meters. So a few of those shots he fired were at fairly close range. 11 enemy vehicles were hit, 5 were killed, and 294 hit points of damage resistance. He earned a profit of 23,346 credits from the game, and he also took away 1,034 base XP. So another roaring game from hossballs. He was really rocking it. Such a pity that he missed out the Top Gun. It wasn't his fault. It was all down to that M10 RBFM, but there again, he probably didn't know or didn't look at the scoreboard and didn't realise that hossballs was about to score a Top Gun, and if he just let that Stug burn, then hossballs would have picked up an arsonist and a Top Gun to boot. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.